and welcome back. Today we'll be answering 20 common questions in Postutme. Now, let's look at it. Number 1. In which of the following are water molecules in most disorderly? When we talk about water molecules being disorderly, we're looking at which one is where the water molecules move around in random motion. Ice at degree Celsius. Ice. Ice is solid, and so the molecules of a solid are together. Number 2 or B, water at 100 degrees Celsius. Number 3, ice at minus 10 degrees Celsius. Ice is still solid, so the water molecules are together. They are not disorderly. So automatically this is off and this is off. Are we together? Steam at 100 degrees Celsius. Steam, that is boiling water. Now, what's the difference between water at 100 degree and steam at 100 degree? Water at 100 degree is not the same as steam at 100 degree. So steam, the water molecules are boiling, and as such, they are in a disorderly motion. So the correct answer to this question is this. Number 2, 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 3s2, 3p6, 4s2, 3d7. An element with this electronic configuration is, okay, so let's look at this electronic configuration again. There is a 3D. Now let's look at the options. Metal, non-metal, transition elements, group 2 elements. Now, which of these elements have 3D orbitals? The elements that have 3D orbitals is the transition elements. They are called transition elements because they have partially filled 3D orbitals. Okay, number 3. Which of the following is a solvent for perfumes? You have your pentane, you have your butane, you have your ethanoic acid, and you have your ethanol. So which one is a perfect solvent for making of perfume? It is ethanol. Most people who even do local perfume, your usual oil perfume people do these days, they always dissolve it in solvents called ethanol. Let's look at question 4. Polyvinyl chloride is used to produce what? Bread, pencils, ink, pipes. Polyvinyl chloride is the popular PVC. The popular PVC, and PVC is used to produce pipes. The pipes you use in your plumbing system in your house. Number 5, what is the temperature of a given mass of a gas initially at 0 degrees Celsius and 9 atm if the pressure is reduced to 3 atm at constant volume? Please, the question says at constant volume. So the volume is constant. Let's write out the parameters given. Here, 0 degrees Celsius, this is what? T1, 0 degrees Celsius. Now you must convert to Kelvin temperature by adding 273. So when you convert, you have it to be 273 Kelvin. And this is what? P1, which is 9 atm. And if the pressure is reduced to 3 atm, so P2 is what? 3 atm. So using the formula, P1 over T1 is equal to P2 over T2. So let's solve. You have that P1 is 9 over T1 is 273 is equal to P2 is 3 over T2 is what? That's what we are looking for, because the question says what is the temperature. So we are looking for T2. T2. Now when you cross multiply, you have that T2 is equals to 9. You have that T2 is equal to 23 times 273 times 3 divided by 9. Cancel itself 3, cancel itself 1, cancel, when it comes here 9 into 3, 1. So you have that T2 is 91 Kelvin. A, answer. Number 6, the noble gas argon is used for dash: steel welding, welding brass, underwater welding, electric arc welding. Generally, noble gas, argon, or all noble gases are known not to react. They are chemically stable. As such, they do not react. Hence, argon is generally used in electric arc welding. Let's look at question 7. An oxide, X oxide, has a vapor density of 32. What is the atomic mass of X? Now, we are given that this is the vapor density. So we know that molecular mass is equals to vapor density times 2. So in order to get the molecular mass of this X oxide, we are going to multiply the vapor density, which is 32, by 2, and that will give us 64. So the molecular mass is 64. So X plus oxygen is 16. The atomic mass of oxygen is 16 times 2 is equals to 64. So 16 times 2, X plus 16 times 2 is 32, is equals to 64. So subtract, X will be what? 64 minus 32, X will be 32. So the value, the atomic mass of X is 32. Number 8, pure solvents can be obtained by, how do you obtain pure solvents? Evaporation, extraction, condensation, distillation. It can be obtained by distillation. Now, distillation is used to separate solvents. When you have miscible liquids together, you use distillation to separate them based on their boiling point, especially when the boiling points are far. Then number 9, when enthalpy change is negative, a reaction is said to be dash: endothermic, exothermic, reversible, ionic. Now, when delta H is negative, we say that the reaction is exothermic. Exothermic means that heat is released to the atmosphere. But when it is positive, we say the reaction is endothermic. Endothermic means that heat is absorbed. Okay, number 10. Proteins in acid solution undergo dash: polymerization, hydrolysis, fermentation, substitution. Now, when you add protein in solution, usually acid solution, it undergo a breakdown, and that breakdown is what we refer to as what? Hydrolysis. Number 11, phosphorus is stored underwater to prevent it from smelling, dehydration, catching fire, becoming inert. Now we know that phosphorus is a very reactive non-metal. Hence, they keep it under water to prevent it from catching fire. Since it is very reactive, it can easily catch fire. So in order to prevent it from doing that, it is kept under water. 12. The liquescent substances are used for drying, melting, wetting, cooling. What are the liquescent substances? Basically, the liquescent substances are those substances that when they are exposed to the atmosphere, they absorb water and form solution. So they are used for drying. Next, as the concentration of an electrolyte reduces, the conductivity dash decreases, increases, reduces to 0, is unaffected. When the concentration of an electrolyte decreases, that means the number of charges will definitely decrease. Therefore, what do you think will happen? Will the conductivity increase? No, it will reduce. So the answer to that question is decreases. Which of the following represents hybridization in ethyne? Ethyne: sp, sp3, sp2d, sp2. Ethyne hybridization is sp. Catalytic hydrogenation of benzene produces what? Cyclohexane, oil, margarine, cyclohexane. Please don't fall prey to these people's trick. There is cyclohexane here and there is cyclohexane. Catalytic hydrogenation of benzene will always produce cyclohexane. hexane and not hexene. Please take note. Number 16. The general formula for the alkanals is alkanals is this. This is the formula for alkanals. Alkanals, this is their functional group, while the R represents the alkyl group. Which of the following metals burns with a brick red flame? Calcium, sodium, magnesium, lead. Which one boils with a brick red flame? It is calcium. When calcium burns, it burns with brick red flame. Number 18. A trihydric alcohol is dash. Phenol, glycol, glycerol, ethanol. Trihydric alcohol means that it has 3 OH. So the answer to that question is glycerol. Glycerol. A burning candle produces water and dash. A burning candle produces water and what? Now, a candle is what we refer to as an hydrocarbon. And hydrocarbon consists of two materials or two components, which are carbon and hydrogen. Hydrocarbon consists of carbon and hydrogen. Hence, whenever they burn in air, they give two products, which are carbon 4 oxide and water. Please, carbon 4, not carbon 2. It produces carbon 4 oxide and water. So the answer to this question is what? Water and what? Carbon 4 oxide, carbon 2, oxygen, hydrogen, carbon 4 oxide. Number 20. The property which makes alcohol soluble in water is the dash. Hydrogen bonding, covalent nature, ionic character, boiling point. What makes alcohol soluble in water? It is due to the presence of what? The OH. The OH group there is as a result of what? Hydrogen bonding. Alright, thank you for watching. Please do well to subscribe to our channel and invite your friends to do the same. Bye!